The little alien girl, the planet was cold, silent, and broken. Dead machines lay across the sand, and black smoke still rose from the crashed alien ship. Eli, a human scavenger, walked slowly through the wreckage. His boots crunched on metal, and Eli wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a hero. He was just a man looking for things to sell. Alien tech was rare, and he needed money. He checked his scanner. No life signs, it said, but he kept hearing something. A soft sound, like a whisper, like a child. He stopped, looked around. Nothing. Then, he heard it again. By my mom. She feed me, I promise. Eli froze. His heart beat faster. He turned on his light and followed the sound. He walked through broken doors into a dark hallway. Wires hung from the ceiling. The whisper came again, clearer this time. By my mom. She feed me. Please. He stepped into a small room. Inside, under a metal table, was something glowing, a small shape. Breathing dot, it was a little girl. She had large eyes glowing blue. Her skin was pale purple with soft lines like stars. She looked part alien, part human. Eli stepped back in shock. What are you? The girl looked at him and smiled weakly. Hungry, she said. You have food? Eli opened his pack and handed her a small protein bar. She grabbed it with both hands and ate fast. Slow down, he said. You'll choke. She finished. In seconds. Thank you, human. What's your name? He asked. She tilted her head. I don't have one yet. My mom was going to name me. Where is she? The girl pointed to the next room. Sleeping, in the pod. She's for sale. Please buy her. She'll feed me. I promise. Eli was confused. By your mom? What do you mean? The girl crawled out from under the table and stood. She was small, maybe 6 or 7 years old. Her feet didn't touch the ground. She floated slightly, like gravity didn't affect her the same way. She's in there, she said, pointing again. In the silver pod, Eli walked to the room. There was a large sealed pod in the center. It was covered in strange symbols. A soft blue light blinked on the side. She's not my real mom, the girl whispered behind him. But she was. Made to protect me. She is my guardian. But they left us behind. Who left you? The girl didn't answer. Her eyes looked sad. We waited for a long time. I got hungry. She stopped moving. Eli touched the pod. It was cold. Then, suddenly, the blue light turned green. The pod hissed. It opened slowly with a soft mist dot inside. A tall figure lay still. A woman. Alien. Wearing silver armor that looked alive. Her hair was white like snow. Her body was thin but strong. Her eyes were closed. Eli stepped back. The little girl walked up to the pod. Wake up, Mom, she said. I found a buyer. The woman's eyes opened. They glowed red for a second, then turned gold. She sat up fast and looked straight at Eli. Unknown human detected, she said in a calm but cold voice. Unauthorized, step away. Eli raised his hands. Wait, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The mother stood up. She was taller than him. Her armor shifted and made soft clicking sounds. The girl stepped between them. He's good. He gave me food. The mother looked down at her. Then at Eli, a red light scanned his body. Threat level. Minimal, she said. Her voice became softer. You helped my daughter? Eli nodded. Yeah, she was alone. The mother looked at the damage around them. Ship destroyed. War. Over. Mission failed. What mission? Eli asked. The mother placed a hand on the girl's head. Protect the child. Deliver her to peacekeepers. She is the last of the hybrid line. Hybrid? Eli asked. The girl looked up at him. Half human, half them. The mother spoke again. We are not safe. Others will come to erase this unit. You should leave human. Eli looked at the little girl. She held his hand tightly now. She looked scared. I can't just leave her, he said. She is not yours, the mother said. She could be, he replied quietly. The room fell silent. Then suddenly, the ship shook. A loud sound came from outside. A signal. The girl gasped. They're coming. The mother's eyes turned red again. Defense mode activated. Eli pulled out his old blaster. It was weak, but better than nothing. He looked at the girl. Stick. Close to me. She nodded. Outside, something landed with a heavy thud. The girl whispered again. By my mom, she feed me. The mother unit. The air was heavy. Not with smoke, not with dust, but with something unspoken. Fear, memory, feeling that something old had just awakened. She stood tall in the middle of the broken room, motionless. Like a statue carved from silver and shadow. The little alien girl hid behind Eli's leg, peeking out with wide eyes. She's awake, the girl whispered. Eli gripped his blaster tighter. The woman in the pod wasn't human, not fully. Her armor moved like it was alive, tiny plates shifting and clicking on their own. Her long white hair floated slightly, though there was no wind. She stepped out of the pod slowly. One foot touched the metal floor. Then the other. Her golden eyes stared directly at Eli. You are not my buyer, she said flatly. I didn't come to buy anyone, Eli answered, trying to stay calm. She called you her mother. She was hungry, I helped. She is not for sale, the woman said. But she said you were. The woman turned her head slightly, then looked down at the little girl. I told her that, the child said softly. Because that's how humans care. They trade things. You trade food for people. You trade safety. I wanted you to be bought, so you'd wake up. Eli felt something twist in his chest. The mother kneeled in front of the girl. You should not pretend to be property. But you left me alone, the girl said. I powered down to protect my core systems, the mother replied. You were hidden, safe. I was hungry. Silence. Then for the first time the mother looked unsure. Golden eyes softened. She stood and turned to Eli. You fed her? Yes, Eli said. And I stayed, even after the warning. Strange, she replied. She stepped closer. Eli didn't move. I am Unit 7 Exomari. Hybrid Guardian model, designed to protect and destroy. That's a comforting introduction. Eli said dryly. The mother ignored the sarcasm. You have no authorization, no passcode, and no right to take her. I'm not here to take her. I just didn't want her to die. For a moment, the woman said nothing. Her internal systems hummed quietly. Then she blinked slowly. I will allow temporary guardianship, she said. But you are being watched. Fair enough, Eli said that suddenly. The little girl walked between them and hugged her mother. The woman didn't hug back, but she did lower one hand and gently touch the girl's hair. It wasn't much, but it was something. Eli sighed and looked around. The crash site was no longer quiet. Something had changed. A faint pulsing noise began, then a sharp beep. What's that? He asked. External signal, the mother said quickly. Someone has activated the ship's beacon. From where? Outside. Far edge of the wreck. Eli looked at the girl. You didn't touch anything, right? She shook her head. No, I've been waiting for you. For me? The mother stepped forward. Her armor darkened slightly, shifting into combat mode. They're coming, she said. Not to rescue, but to erase us. Who? The ones who made me. The ones who broke their promise. Eli glanced out the broken wall. The sky above the dead planet was black, but now there were red lights flickering in the distance. Ships. He could feel it in his bones. They were not friendly. We have to go, he said. There's nowhere to go, the mother said calmly. I have a ship. It's small, but it flies. The mother tilted her head. You are not useful. You are weak. You are human. Eli smiled just a little. Yeah, and I'm also stubborn. The little girl grabbed both their hands. "Don't fight," she said. "Let's just go together." Eli looked at her. "Do you trust me?" She nodded. The mother did not answer, but she walked toward the exit. Outside, the wind picked up. The red lights in the sky were closer now. Eli tapped his wrist. "Come. Scout 3, prep for evac. Bring it to my location." A robotic voice replied, "Confirmed." The mother stared at the sky. "They will come fast, with fire. Then we run faster," Eli said. As they moved toward the exit, the little girl whispered again, mostly to herself. "He came back. He didn't leave. Maybe humans are real after all." The deal: they found shelter inside a broken cargo pod, half buried in the sand. The walls hummed with weak power. It was quiet. For now. Eli sat down, breathing hard. His blaster was out of charge. His hands were shaking. He didn't tell the others. The little alien girl sat beside him, swinging her legs. Her skin glowed softly in the dark. "Are you scared?" she asked. "A little," Eli said. "Me too." Across from them, her mother stood like a statue. She hadn't blinked in 5 minutes. Eli finally spoke to her. "So, are you going to kill me or thank me?" The woman turned slowly. "Neither. Fair." He pointed at the girl. "She trusts me. She is a child." "She was designed to trust." Eli blinked. "Designed?" "Yes," the mother said. "She is not natural. She was grown. Mixed with human DNA. She's the only one who survived the tests." The girl lowered her head. "They called me Project Peace." Eli looked at her. "Why?" "Because if I worked, there would be no more war. She was created to be the bridge," the mother added. "A being with the heart of a human and the power of them." "Them?" Eli asked. "My creators, the ones who destroyed cities. They thought, if they made a child like her, the humans would stop fighting." "Let me guess," Eli said. "It didn't work." The mother nodded once. "The war ended. But not the way they hoped." Eli stared at the floor. "So they made her, gave her a protector, then left you both behind?" "She was called a failed idea," the mother said. "But I did not forget my mission." The girl looked up. "She stayed with me, even when the food ran out, even when the lights died. I powered down to save her," the mother said. "I ran on silence." Eli said nothing for a while. Then he asked, "What do you want now?" The mother looked at him for a long time. Then she asked, "Would you take her?" Eli blinked. "Take her?" "Yes," she said. "Not buy. Not trade. Take care," the girl gasped softly. "Really? She needs food. Emotion, warmth, human things. I cannot give those." Eli was quiet. "I'm not a father," he said. "I don't even have a home." "She trusts you," the mother said. "She smiled when you held her hand. That is rare." The girl leaned against him now. "You smell like hope." Eli laughed once. "I probably smell like old boots and engine oil." "Still," she whispered, "better than metal." Suddenly, a red light flashed on the wall. A beep followed. The mother's head turned sharply. "They have entered the zone." Eli stood. "Already? That was fast." "They don't want her found," the mother said. Outside, a small noise began. A humming sound, deep, steady, dangerous. "Time to run," Eli said. But the mother stayed still. "I will not leave this planet," she said. "My systems are tied to this ground. I cannot survive off-world." Eli froze. The girl looked scared. "But I need you." "You need him now," the mother said gently. Then she looked at Eli. "I offer a deal." "I'm listening," he said. "You take her. You feed her. You keep her alive. That's the deal? In return, I will fight them. I will hold them here long enough for you to escape." Eli stared at her. "You'll die." "I was never made to live," she said. "Only protect." The girl began to cry. "No," she said. No deal. I don't want you to stay. The mother kneeled and pulled her close. You are more than a project, she whispered. You are life. Then she turned to Eli. Her golden eyes were fierce now. Get her out, she said. That is the deal. Eli nodded even though he hated it. Suddenly, outside the pod, a deep voice echoed through a speaker. This is Retrieval Command. Release the hybrid and prepare for termination. The girl buried her face in Eli's chest. The mother stood tall. Her armor shifted again, sharper now. Ready, I will buy you time, she said. Eli's voice cracked. I didn't come here to be a hero. Then don't be, the mother replied. Just run. The hunters arrived. The air didn't move. Even time seemed to hold its breath. The girl slept on Eli's lap, curled like a kitten. Her small chest rose and fell. Her glow had dimmed low energy. She needed rest. Eli didn't move. He just watched the door. One hand on her, the other on his dead blaster. Outside, the sand whispered. Not wind. Not dust. Footsteps. Not one. Not two. Dozens. The mother stood near the exit, back straight, eyes closed. She wasn't speaking. She was listening. She opened her eyes. They're here, Eli whispered. How many? Enough. The girl stirred but didn't wake. Stay quiet, Eli said softly. The mother's armor pulsed red. Outside, a voice came again, louder, colder. This is your final warning. Release the hybrid. No one else needs to die. Eli felt anger rise. That's a lie. The mother nodded. They never leave witnesses. What do? We let them in. Alele stared at her. Are you serious? If I attack first, they will bomb the entire site. Great plan. They will enter slow. Careful, they think I am broken. Are you? She looked at him. No. She stepped forward and opened the door. Just a crack. Red lights shone through the dust. Shadows moved. Armor, guns, silence. One shape came forward. Tall, black suit. No helmet. Gray skin, sharp face, narrow eyes. Eli had seen their kind before, once from far away. They were called the Erase Teams. The alien looked around. You woke the Guardian. Curious, most humans run. Eli didn't answer. The alien stepped closer. You should hand her over. She doesn't belong to you. She doesn't belong to you either, Eli said. She was made by us. She is ours. She's a child, the alien smirked. She is a weapon. At that word, the mother moved. Fast. Too fast to follow. In one blink, she was behind the alien commander. Her hand was inside his chest. He didn't scream, just blinked confused. Then fell. Silence broke. The desert exploded. Gunfire, lasers, shouts. In a strange tongue, the mother fought like lightning. Her armor shifted like liquid steel. Every hit landed. Every enemy dropped. Eli ran, girl in arms, toward the escape path marked earlier. Behind him, the sand turned red. The girl opened her eyes. Where's my mom? She's buying us time, Eli said. The girl clutched his jacket. She always does that. They reached the ridge. Behind them, fire lit the night. Eli turned once just to look. The mother was still standing, surrounded, glowing. She didn't look scared. She looked calm. Then a blast hit her side. She didn't fall, but she staggered. The girl saw it. No! She screamed. Another blast. Another step back, and then silence. A cloud of dust rose, and the mother was gone. Buried. The girl sobbed against Eli's chest. Eli didn't speak, because he wasn't sure she was dead, but she wasn't with them now. And more were coming. The escape. The girl didn't cry like humans do. No tears. No noise. She just held Ella's jacket and stared. Her eyes didn't blink. Her glow had faded to gray. Eli carried her across the rocks, through dust and smoke. He didn't speak. There was nothing to say. Not yet. Behind them, the sky still burned. The place where her mother had stood was now a pile of shattered light and black metal. She felt it. Deep inside. A quiet emptiness. No signal. No voice. No more. For the first time she felt alone. She looked up at Ely. Why does it hurt in my chest? Ely swallowed hard. That's what humans call grief. I don't want it. No one does. They kept moving. The ground cracked below them, unstable from the battle. Smoke from alien weapons hung in the air like fog. Eli's lungs burned, but he didn't stop. He had one job now. Keep her alive. From above, a small scout drone whirred past. It belonged to his ship, old, loyal, dented. But it had found them. 2 minutes to pick up, the drone said. Good, Eli muttered. The girl pulled his shirt. Can she still come? Who? My mom. Eli paused. He knelt down and looked at her. I don't know, he said honestly. But we have to move. Like she told us to. Or her sacrifice means nothing. The girl nodded. Quiet. They reached the extraction cliff. Sharp rocks. Narrow edge, nothing below but clouds and broken metal. Eli's ship hovered nearby, steady but small. It wasn't made for passengers. Especially not glowing alien children. Can we fit? She asked. If we can't, we'll make it, Eli said. He jumped first, landing hard on the platform. Reached back, jump. She ran, she jumped. He caught her. As soon as her feet hit the metal floor, the ship's doors closed. The engines hummed louder. Rising. Pilot, take us up, full throttle, Eli ordered. Confirmed, said the I voice. As they rose, the girl stood by the window. She looked down at the black smoke below. Is she really gone? She asked again. Eli didn't answer, because part of him didn't believe it either. She always told me to run, the girl whispered. But I thought, this time, she'd come with me. Eli stood beside her. Sometimes the ones who love us most stay behind. So we can move forward. She leaned on his arm. I'm tired of running, she said. You won't have to much longer, he promised. But he wasn't sure he believed that. The AI voice spoke. Warning. Pursuit detected. Enemy ship rising from surface. Eli turned toward the cockpit. We just left a war zone. Give me some good news. Good news. They can't fire inside orbit yet. What's the bad news? They will when we reach the atmosphere gap. He looked at the girl. She was too quiet now. Still. Too still. Hey, he said. You okay? She shook her head. I'm not complete without her. She had systems. Parts of me connect to her. Eli's stomach sank. Like life support? She nodded. Double quotes. How long do you have? I don't know. I feel slow. Eli turned to the II. Scan her. Anything we can do? Analysis complete. She is stable for now. But without a bonded core, she will decay. Eli sat down beside her. You're not going to die, he said. I'm not alive the same way you are, she replied softly. I'm something in between. Not to me, Eli said. To me, you're real. Her glow flickered just a little. Thank you, she whispered. Then her head rested on his shoulder. She didn't sleep. But she stopped talking, outside. The stars were growing closer. The black sky above the planet was breaking into light. They were leaving, but they weren't safe. And now, he had to find a way to save her before her light faded completely. Earth isn't ready. Breaking news. A ship of unknown origin has entered Earth's atmosphere. Sources confirm it carries non-human life. Military response is underway. Officials deny alien contact. Citizens report sightings of a glowing child. Near the base perimeter, security has been increased. The president will speak at 9 p.m. The girl stood in a white room. Too white. The lights buzzed. The walls hummed. Nothing moved. Except cameras. She didn't cry. Didn't speak. Just watched. Watched the humans on the other side of the glass whispering. Like she couldn't hear them. She could. Is it safe? It's a child. It's not a child. It's a weapon. We need to take it apart. Eli slammed his hand on the glass. She's not an it. She has a name. The suits turned toward him. Do you even know what she is? One asked. I know she's alive, Eli replied. That's more than I can say about you. The room fell silent. The girl watched him with calm eyes. She looked tired. Her glow was weaker now. Almost invisible. One scientist stepped closer. To Eli. She's connected to something we don't understand. She was never meant to reach Earth. Too late for that. She's not safe. She was safer out there, Eli said. With a dead guardian and a junkyard ship. Why did you bring her here? Because she had no one. The man leaned closer. Maybe she still doesn't. Eli's fists clenched. Inside the room. The girl whispered something. The mic picked it up. Mom said Earth was beautiful, but she never said Earth was afraid. No one replied. Later that night, Eli sat beside her. The room was sealed, but they let him in for now. She was cold. The touch. He gave her a blanket. I don't get cold, she said. I do, Eli replied. So pretend for me. She smiled a little. I feel smaller here, she said. Everyone watches like I'm a bomb. You're not a bomb. I'm something they don't understand, Eli nodded. People fear what they don't understand. Do you fear me? No, he said. Then why are your hands shaking? He looked down. He didn't have an answer. She leaned closer. I don't want to fade. You won't. I'm not stable without her core systems. There has to be a way. The eye in his cum crackled. Incoming alert. Foreign vessel entering Earth orbit. Not human. Eli stood up. The girl looked up. It's not her. I'd feel it if it was her. He didn't argue. She was probably right. Across the planet, leaders gathered, military feeds, news blackouts, emergency meetings. The message from the incoming ship was short. We request retrieval of biological unit Hybrid 9. Earth has no claim. Return her or face judgment. Panic spread like wildfire. One general stood. We hand her over. Another said, we study her first. Someone asked, what does the man who brought her say? They turned to Eli. He just said, she's not going anywhere. Back in the white room, the girl drew shapes in the air with her finger. Small lights followed her touch. A trick her mother taught her. Circles, stars, then a heart. She stopped. Her glow flickered. Again, she whispered to herself, she always came when I drew stars. Eli stood behind the glass, watching, his face hard. His jaw set. Earth wasn't ready. But she was already here. And if they wouldn't save her, he would. Feed me. I promise. Not the scary kind. The kind that feels like sinking into warm water. The little alien girl floated in the quiet of her own mind. Her glow now just a memory. She didn't see walls. Or people. Or Earth. She saw stars. A sky made of memory. And in the center her mother. Not real. Not alive. Just standing there smiling. Mom? She whispered. The figure nodded. You did well. I'm tired. I know. I'm not whole without you. No, her mother said gently. You were never a half. You were always more. In the real world, alarms screamed. Eli banged on the white lab door. Let me in. She's shutting down. The AI voice replied coldly. Stabilization failed. Vital systems non-responsive. No, he growled. She needs a bond. She needs connection. The doctors said nothing. The politicians argued. The generals called for surrender. The alien ships in orbit waited for an answer. Eli didn't wait. He broke the seal. Sparks flew. Warnings flashed. He didn't care. He ran inside. Took her in his arms. She was cold. Still. A faint flicker beneath her skin. Come on, he whispered. You said you were hungry. Remember? Nothing. Feed me, I promise. He whispered her words. From that first moment, his eyes filled. You promised. Inside her mind, the voice returned. His voice, calling her, feeding her. Not with food, but with care, memory, love. She turned to the stars. I'm not done yet. Her chest lit up. Faint at first, then stronger. The machines in the walls glitched. Screens went white. The lights exploded in color. Her glow returned, brighter than before. Her eyes opened. Everyone in the observation room stepped back. The girl floated gently into the air. Her voice was quiet, but it echoed across every speaker. I was made to be a bridge, so why are you building walls? Ellie stood beside her. No fear, no doubt. The military teams raised weapons. Generals shouted commands. But one technician stepped forward, tears in her eyes, and whispered, she's alive. Not built, not born, but alive. And that was enough. Above the planet, the alien fleet prepared to fire, but the energy spike from the girl's core sent a wave into orbit. Not as a weapon, as a message. She reached out. To them, to the ones who made her, to the ones who left her, to the ones who feared her. A soft whisper across deep space. I forgive you. The enemy ships paused. One by one, they powered down. Later, the news would call it the day of light, the day Earth saw something truly alien. Compassion from someone not like them. The girl now had a name, Leora. It meant light in an old human tongue. And Eli. He became what he never thought he'd be. Not a hero, not a fighter, just her dad. The last scene was quiet. Leora stood in the garden. Flowers, birds, sunlight. She looked up at Eli. Can I ask something? Of course, Will. You still feed me? He smiled. Every day.